What's up, guys? Airtime back at you. Now, if you are a card flipper, if you are a reseller, you want to watch this whole video. Um, as everybody knows, the card craze has just gone nuts in the past 6, 9 months, maybe even longer than that, with cards doubling and tripling in price. But what if I told you you can get 1,000% your return on your investment on some cards? And that's what we're going to do today. If you're a longtime subscriber of my channel, you know that a couple years ago and since then, I've always preached Sports Illustrated cards, SI for Kids cards, because they're potential, and it's really come to fruition over the last few months with these 1,000% increases on these cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards that have appreciated 1,000% over the past 2 or 3 months only, and I'm also going to show you some ones to look out for in the future, which I think have the potential to appreciate in the same manner in which these did. So, all right, let's take a look. All right, now again, these are the sports. Once we focus, these are the Sports Illustrated kids cards magazines I'm talking about. They've come out every month since 1989, except this year, actually, they started coming out bi-monthly. So a lot of you know about these by now. What you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up on the eBay prices, the comps, they've gone through the roof. Now, you've really, if you're a reseller, if you're at yard sales coming up this spring, I know we're only about a month and a half, 2 months away from yard sale season for a lot of us. You want to look out for Sports Illustrated for kids magazines. These are the ones that have just skyrocketed in value. And I'm going to talk about the value in just a minute. So any yard sales you might go to, flea markets. I've found some at libraries. I've heard other people talk about they found them at libraries. Do what you got to do. If you can secure your son, it really doesn't even matter what issues anymore. I mean, they're all just gone nuts. Of course, the issues containing these magazines, the magazines containing these cards have really gone nuts, but really all in general. So if you're a reseller, look out for SI for Kids magazines, and I'm going to tell you why in just a minute when you hear the value on these. All right. First, this is the card probably everyone's familiar with. This is the card that really put the SI card kids on the map, and that's Tiger Woods. This card has been between $500 and $1,000 for the past couple of years now. However, all these other cards, these other 10 cards you see in front of me here, about 3 months ago, you could have every single one of these cards for I'm going to say $10 or no more than $20, except maybe to Serena. That might have been about $100 or so a few months ago. But right now, this Andre Agassi, if we could focus, is going for about $120 on eBay. Check out comps. Again, just $20 a few months ago. Tony Hawk, yes, the greatest skateboarder of all time. You cannot find this card for less than $500 on eBay right now. Don't trust me. Go and look for yourself. Tony Hawk, I've seen him upwards of $1,000, $2,000. And I'm not talking Gem Mint 10. I'm talking PSA 8s and ungraded, going for $800, close to $1,000. Mia Hamm's, their going rate on them are around $300 now. This one is this one is from Agassi's from 1989. Tony Hawk 1990. This is 1992. Mia Hamm, they're going for around $300 right now. Serena, forget about it. If you're lucky to come across a magazine with Sammy Sosa on the cover from 1999, that would be the Serena Williams card edition. That card currently goes for $1,000 and up all day long on eBay. Shaun White, Flying Tomato. In one of my first videos, I talked about this card, and that's going back a couple of years. Shaun White from 2003. This card now $400 all day long on eBay. Rafael Nadal. Now, this card's only going for about 100 now. It was probably only about $5 a couple of months ago. But I could actually put this in my next segment as well on cards to look out for. So I'm going to get back to this Rafael Nadal. It's going for 100 now. But with the French Open coming up in a couple months, he's pretty much a lock to win that, I think, for the 10th time. Look for this card to go up to $300 to $400 very, very soon. Usain Bolt, this card, I sold dozens of these. I gave away a bunch in trivia to some of my lucky winners. They were going for about $20 just a couple of months ago. They are now $500, $600 all day long on eBay. Lewis Hamilton. Who's Lewis Hamilton? He set the Formula One record for wins in this past year. And this card now goes for approximately $300. This card was maybe $5 a couple of months ago. Brooks Koepka, this one's held steady, probably around 150 now raw in this condition. But he's come back healthy and he's started to spike again. And Naomi Osaka, this card just the last fall, so we're going back more than a few months on Osaka because it was the U.S. Open where she went from a $5 card to $200 card. But I mentioned all these in the past because I want to give you an idea of the rate of increase that these cards can have. All right, so now I'm going to go over cards in which are currently undervalued and you can get on eBay. You don't even have to go out to flea markets, libraries to find these magazines. You can go out on eBay and get these now cheap to flip in just a few months' time. This is Tiger Woods' second card. This was his first in 1996. This was his second in 1999. This is card number 860. This card currently you can probably find on eBay for around $25 to $35, and I expect this card just like Serena's second card has spiked in the last month. I expect Tiger Woods' second card to go up exponentially within the $100 to $200 range. Now the next one is like Shaun White, how he's gone up to $400 because we have a lot of new collectors in the hobby going after the GOATs, the greatest of all times. This is Travis Pastrana. Many of you know him from motocross and the X Games. Currently on eBay, you could probably find this for around $10, $15. I expect Travis Pastrana to follow the same path as Shaun White and probably be I'd say within the $100 to $200 range in the next month or maybe 2 months or so. Now this one, don't laugh. Britney Spears. This card was actually produced in the same issue as that Travis Pastrana in 2001. Britney Spears, for whatever reason, there are 0 currently of these on eBay right now, and that's usually the first ingredient, the telltale sign that I look for when these cards are getting ready to explode. And explode, I mean going from a $10 card to $200, $300, $400, $100 card. Britney Spears, there are currently 0 of these on eBay for whatever reason. Collectors have been buying them, and I see this card very, very soon heading to the triple-digit mark. The next one, similarly to Mia Hamm, Carly Lloyd. Carly Lloyd's starting to take off on eBay. And these are all eBay comps. This is where I buy and sell, and pretty much is the honest truth of a card's value, not a book value, not what you see at a card show. Pretty much eBay comps is the industry standard now. So you can find this card probably for around $10 to $20 on eBay right now, but they're drying up fast. I expect her to follow the same path as the Mia Hamm. This Carly Lloyd is from 2008. Next we have Simone Biles. Simone Biles. Why am I saying Simone Biles? Because this is currently probably about a $10 card on eBay. This card's from 2013. As you know, the 2020 Olympics got canceled in Japan, and they are going to take place in a few short months in 2021. They're still going to be called the 2020 Olympics. And Simone Biles will further solidify herself as the greatest American gymnast ever. So this card will probably go spike hard, certainly during the summer games. So you're going to want to grab some of these right now. Neymar is next. Neymar, 29 years old. He's in his prime. Soccer cards have gone crazy. SI cards will follow suit, just like the regularly released cards. This card you can probably find for $5 to $10. I expect this card to hit $100 within the next year or so. This might be a little more long term. These other ones, I'm thinking within the few months. Maverick McNeely, you can probably find these for under $10 now on eBay. And when I say probably, or it's really a loose term because there's no more than 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of any of these cards on eBay at any given time. So you're going to want to act fast if you want to invest in any of these cards. Maverick McNeely, if you saw this past weekend, he's ready to break out. The youngster, early 20s still. If the Masters is in a month and a half, if he does well in the Masters, expect this card to go from a $5 card to a $100 card. If he wins it, a $300 card overnight. So Maverick McNeely is one to look out for. Same can be said for Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler's got a little bit more track record. Do big things this year in, well, either the Masters or any of the 4 majors. And he can be found for $10 right now. This Scottie Scheffler's from 2017. And it could probably finish the year in the $200 to $300 range. I would expect it to. Coco Gauff. Now, Coco Gauff is still very young. I believe she's 19 now. And she hasn't quite lived up to the hype yet, but trust me, collectors are waiting for her breakout. All it will take is a good run in a major. I know she got knocked out last week in the Australian Open in the second round, but if Coco Gauff can put together a few match win streak, you'll see this card go from a $20 card to a $200 card because collectors are just waiting for her to take off and join Naomi Osaka is the really go-to collectible in women's tennis. And finally, Nia Houston. I pronounce it Nia Houston. Again, the Summer Olympics are almost upon us, just like they were supposed to be last year. And Nia Houston could be the talk of the Olympics, as skateboarding is now an event in the Summer Olympics, and he has the potential to win multiple golds and really be the talk of the Olympics. This card actually came out. He's been around for a while. This card came out in 2015. Just 2 months ago, I was selling this card for $5. It's now going for $50. But once the Summer Olympics come around, I fully expect this card to go for $300, $400, and maybe even $500. All right, so specifically, these are the cards to look out for. And I project these cards to take the same path all these ones did. But again, if you're a reseller, you really are going to want to just in your yard sales that you go to, your flea markets, look for Sports Illustrated Kids magazines. There's big time profits to be made in these. Again, if you like this video, you are going to want to check out Mike, the Reseller Guy. I've been watching Mike, the Reseller Guy, for over a year now, and I love his videos. They're much like this when it comes to cards, but he does all kinds of thrifting and items. Picks up some really cool items. And he mixes in a lot of sports cards as well, which is why I love it. So if you're a reseller, you're going to love Mike, the Reseller Guy. Or if you're just into sports cards, he has a ton of sports figures that he sells that he picks up cheap, flips. You're going to want to check him out. All of my subscribers, all of my my longtime supporters. I expect you guys to go over there. You know who you are. Check out Mike. He needs more. He needs more support because he's one of my favorite reselling channels. So get over there. I'm going to put his link below and check Mike out. That's going to be it for me. I'm actually going to start with the Sports Illustrated series back up soon. I know I cut it off around. I showed all the issues and cards from 1989, 90, 91, 92. I believe I stopped at 93. I'm going to pick that up again soon. So look for that again in the near future. I'll pick up where I left off. And thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you all later.